You know, I heard they recently decided to add more hops to it.
And I'm in the front row, and I'm hammered drunk.
You do not have anything to drink. Can I get you a tasty refreshment?
Yes. I'll have a beer.
Wunderbar.
Hey, careful, man. There's a beverage here, huh?
And welcome to another episode of the Buzz Basement Bros podcast. My name is Aaron, and I am joined by Mr. Perpetual Projects, Andy.
That's me.
That is you.
That is me.
I feel like that's just kind of life. You know,
As soon as one ends, you start the next.
you get married, you buy a house. And this is for us blue collar people in the Midwest. You know, there's people that live in bigger cities that are never going to buy a house, but
Or the people in the cities that have the fuck you money that just hire it done.
right. There's those two. But for us, middle class Midwesterner people, it's so much cheaper to demolish a basement by yourself.
Yes.
Or redo your drywall by yourself.
Yes.
Yes. Perpetual fucking projects.
Yes.
Always got something going on.
Because that dumpster only probably costs what? $500?
It's gone up a little bit since the last time I bought a dumpster, but I think it was around $5.
Yeah. I want to say ours when we got the 30-yard dumpsters when we were doing our
You
house.
got the tall boy.
We got the tall boy, the big boy.
The big boy. I think I
And-
got the tall boy when we first moved in too.
Yes, I think so.
I had the tall boy, the long tall boy.
Yeah. And I think that was $350 or $400.
Yeah. When we bought our house in 2020, I was digging back through my email. I saved that email. It was for 2 weeks. It was $420 to drop it off, and then it was another $100 for the second week.
Yeah,
So
that
it ended
sounds
up being a
about
little
right.
over $500.
Yeah, it sounds
I think
about
that's
right.
what Anna paid to demolish our basement for a week. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's gone up. I mean,
Yeah.
it's been a few
It's
years.
gone up, yeah. I was going to say.
And she bought the
price,
short boy.
Yeah, my price at least was prior to lockdown.
Yeah. Well, we bought our
Back
house.
when-
We bought our house when lockdown was just starting and everything was still cheap.
I was going to say when an 8-foot 2x4 was still $2.
I have no idea. I didn't buy any two by fours in that point.
Oh, you should have just.
Tell you what, beer was cheap
Oh,
and
yeah.
gas was cheap,
Everything was cheap.
and then all of a
cheap.
sudden, fuck you,
Yeah. Yeah.
fuck you, you essential workers. You're gonna have to spend all this extra money
All
just
the
to
money,
survive.
Yep. All the money it takes to survive.
Bread and Busch Light is gonna cost more, but guess
Yep.
what? We're not gonna pay you anymore.
Wow. We'll give you incentives, maybe. Company dependent.
Yeah, it depends on the company.
Yeah. Any hoodles. Yes. Perpetual projects.
I mean, I'm always making upgrades to Club Rick.
Yeah. You tore out a basement. I'm
Well,
putting up a basement.
Anna had the time off,
Yes.
so she is a lot like I said this when I went back to work, and I go, oh, I fucking worked on all 4 days off that I wasn't at work. I worked. Oh, why? What were you doing? Oh, my lady had 2 weeks off, and she's just like her mother, and she can't fucking sit still. That being said, it needed to be done.
It needed to be done.
We needed to rip apart because when we bought our house, the people that owned our house, we bought it was a for sale by owner. So when we bought our house, it was they made a lot of questionable upgrades.
What? Not the carpet on the wall.
That's fucking weird, dude. Well, I know they're just covering up plaster, like when we ripped the carpet. Anyway, that's not the point. But in the mid 90s, somebody's mother needed a place to live, and they built like a studio apartment in the fucking basement, and with cabinets and a sink and a bedroom, and and my basement floods all the time, a couple times a year, and the drywall was disgusting. It needed to go.
Yep.
And it was just a matter of time, and actually, Anna took the initiative and fucking just, I'm going to get a dumpster and I got this time off and I'm going to rip
We're
shit
gonna
out.
do it.
So, yeah, she ripped shit out and I was the mule. So I would take shit from the basement and throw it in the dumpster and nice and wide open, and it's fucking great. Just needed to be done. Perpetual fucking projects.
Oh yeah.
I made the joke like 2 weeks after we bought our house. Yeah, we'll probably have it the way we want it, by the time I'm retired
Yeah.
in another 30 years,
Usually.
if I'm lucky.
It's always something.
Well, we see that with the guy that lived down the street. They moved in and made a bunch of upgrades, and now they're to retirement age, and they're making one last set of upgrades, and then hopefully he'll be done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
They redid their floors. I moved their furniture about 7 times.
Mm-hmm.
They have the shed out back.
Yep.
Did some chimney work. That's
Electric work. A lot of electric work.
Redid the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're getting to retirement age.
So I will say I am somewhat sad that I don't get a little shock, a little wake me up when I touch their garage door anymore.
No.
Yeah.
Why not?
It always,
Why the fuck were you touching their
surprised me.
garage door?
You just walk in and you'd stretch or, just touch it to kind of scooch around shit, and you just brush up against it and go, hey, I got too close.
Was something not grounded? Like what the?
You know what? I never got the full story, but yes,
We'll have to ask. I assume I'm going to see him tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, I asked on whatever day it was that we were, my wife and I were over there drinking Sunday. The garage door no longer shocks you.
I'm glad.
But I can't remember what he said was the problem. I don't know if he knows exactly what the problem was.
Well, apparently they fixed it, whatever it was.
Well, so he hired my buddy D.
Uh-huh. He's been on the podcast before.
Yeah. And he went over there from his last job when he was still employed there and
Figured it out. That a boy.
At great expense.
Was it great expense?
It sounds like it was great expense, because it sounds like if there was a question on whether or not it shocked you, his supervisor would say, all right, you got to test it, touch the garage door. And not quite. It was a lick the hand, rub it on your shoulder, and just lean into it.
Oh, God. It was like licking a 9-volt.
Yeah. Only worse.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah. But yeah, projects are fucking...
No,
never ending.
Never ending.
Never ending.
Again, by the time I retire, I can, do my model trains. Not
you
have
fucking foamer.
Not have to fuck around with the house anymore.
Because I still have to, case in point, I still have to put up some shelving for you.
Yeah, I mean, you could.
I could.
It's not needed, but if you really, really wanted to, I'll allow it. I know you have a lot on your docket.
Yes. Building the ball pit. And I think we're putting in a slide.
Jesus Christ.
I think.
You're going to have a fucking McDonald's play place in your basement.
Yeah, probably.
I swear to God, if I come down here and it smells like feet.
No, it won't smell like feet.
Are you sure?
It'll smell like stale piss.
I don't know which is worse. They're both bad.
I know. No, yes. We're adding a drywall section to the cinder block, and then
in the room next to the studio.
Yeah, room literally on the other side of the wall behind me. And the kids are going to have a play area downstairs, which will be good. It'll burn some energy
for the kids.
Some much needed energy.
What's going to happen when they're 10 and they don't want to play in the piss balls?
Yes. We will take
That's tomorrow's problem.
Remember how it's perpetual projects?
Oh yeah, it'll turn to something else.
It'll turn into something else.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, me and Anna already kind of have the layout for our entire house. We just need to do the work.
Yeah.
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 The footprint isn't really going to change because now that I have Club Rick, that's my bar. That's my hangout spot. The house is pretty much fair game. Mm-hmm. It's just where we sleep, and the bedrooms are going to shift.
Yeah.
Eventually, at some point.
Yeah.
When we get there.
Yeah. Instead of sleeping on the first floor, you'll sleep
upstairs, and then the first floor will be the guest room.
Yeah. Yay.
Maybe move a wall upstairs.
One of those rooms is going to be your train room.
No, basement, I think.
Oh, basement's going to be your train room.
But I'll put it up. You know, when I'm an old man, I won't want to bend over. So it's going to have to be like, dick height.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing on the floor.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
No.
Storage bins, maybe.
Yeah, those might go in the corner on shelves. There's plenty of space for shelves now that all fucking drywall.
That is true.
The basement is wide open.
I
now.
know someone who's really good at making shelves.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Your father-in-law?
No. I mean, I don't know, but
I've never seen him build a shelf. But Billiam? No,
it's me.
Oh,
it's me, asshole.
It's me. Hi.
Is it me you're looking for?
Yeah, I was singing Taylor Swift.
I know. That's why I wanted to shut it down.
You hating on Tay Tay, bro?
Fuck yes.
Dude, I was working out to Tay Tay the other day. Gotta change it up. I can't listen to hip hop all the fucking time. I gotta change it up.
There's other shit besides Tay Tay.
Well, yeah, pop. There's pop music. I literally have a playlist called 120 plus beats per minute.
I know. I've listened to it.
It's fucking, that's good shit to drive to.
Yeah.
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 I worked out. I was hungover as fuck one day last week, and I worked out. I'm like, I can't do fucking 2000s hip hop. Taylor Swift.
I was pissed at myself today because I was scrolling Facebook and I saw like a reel or something of just like clickbaity, like, oh, this is so cool how they did this. And I'm like,
oh my god, they can go fuck themselves.
Okay, what did they do? And it was how they made waves. It's like how they made waves for this video. And I click on it. I'm like, okay, so it's some actress in water telling them how she wants. Why is the actress like telling people how to do their jobs? And then it pans or it cuts to them re-recording whatever segment, and this actress who I thought was an actress was like leaning on a piano and looking at a camera, and the waves are going, and I'm like, oh fuck, it's not an actress. I'm pretty sure that's fucking Taylor Swift for a fucking music video. God damn it.
And clickbait got you.
Clickbait got me.
You got to be smarter than that, bud.
I'm not.
Drivers in Illinois, you should check on this, or whatever.
Oh,
hot MILFs in your area. It's fucking clickbait, dude.
No, fuck that.
For the record, there's no hot MILFs in our area.
No.
We live too far out.
Yeah.
If you lived in downtown Chicago, maybe.
I still wouldn't believe
Manhattan. It. Oh, those are uppity bitches, though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They got some baggage.
Oh, yeah.
No. I remember when I first started working where I work right now.
Oh, there's some uppity bitches.
Uppity bitches. Most of our residents are very kind, and they are very supportive of the fire department, of which I think.
But
however,
I've heard it both ways.
Fred, when I first started there, is like, we get a lot of psych evals because this is the prime area that proves money can't buy you happiness.
No, I think there's a debate. I want to say there's a debate for that. Finish your thought.
And so the thing was, money can't buy you happiness, and those really hot bitches end up getting really fucking cray-cray.
Okay, so there's a debate within a debate. So maybe they were crazy beforehand. You just look past the crazy because they were hot. They're, the Matrix or whatever.
The hot crazy.
Yeah.
Vicky Mendoza diagonal and all that shit.
Yeah. We've all seen the video.
Yeah.
But I think, like, if one of us, me or you, it doesn't matter who, won the lottery today, the
Mega Millions or whatever.
Took home $150 million after taxes, after that douchebag Uncle Sam gets his
rails
cut.
us with the fucking
Right.
dry
And you pay
dildo
tax-
in the ass.
Exactly. Yeah. No lube, no nothing.
Yeah.
I think
Bite the pillow.
we...
I'm going in dry.
Yes, prison style. Not even spit on it. No courtesy.
No
No
hot
nothing.
tui?
No,
Fuck. Do we have to pay her royalties now?
no. No. We're not going down that rabbit hole. If we won the lottery today, I have a theory that we would be fine. We would buy some nice things, sure, spend some money, but I don't think because we've worked, blue collar, white collar, we've worked for
Correct.
X amount of years, we would be okay.
Yes.
I think we would be fine. Now, if you have money from the get-go, that's a different story. If you find money somehow in the middle, you always want some rich uncle to die. I don't have any rich uncles. Well, I have one, but money's not going to me. So
That you know of.
no, it's definitely not.
Have you told them about the podcast?
No, because then my grandma would find out, and then it would be terrible.
Well, your grandma's not the rich uncle.
No, well, my grandparents have money too, but I don't expect to get any of that either. So, if you somehow came into money after you've worked and it's unexpected, then I think you have a better
appreciation.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I can build this thing and I can fix up my house, and I mean, if I won the lottery today, I would not move.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
I'd buy a lake house somewhere, but I wouldn't move.
Yeah.
I would just,
Pay the mortgage.
pay all
off.
my debts off
Yeah,
and
pay the debts off. And be happy.
because we're middle class workers. Like
Yeah.
we work for a living. I can't buy a pickup truck on cash. Like, I mean, I can make the payments. I can't pay for the whole fucker in cash. Same with the house.
Money can't buy you happiness, but it can buy the things that make you happy.
Correct.
Like
a jet ski.
Yeah.
Not that I don't think I'd buy a jet ski though.
I've put a lot of thought into this.
You want a jet ski?
No.
I don't think I'd buy a jet ski.
And this is why. And the amount of thought that I put into this is
because
ready?
Helmet had a jet ski and he enjoyed the jet ski for about 2 years and it just took a shit on him. And he is very anal about the things that he spends money on.
Yes.
I put that in the nicest way possible. He maintains everything that he owns. He gets his money worth out of him. His jet ski just ran. He took it out on the lake last year and it just took a fucking shit on him.
Yeah.
I don't want a jet ski. I wouldn't want a pontoon. I don't want a boat. I don't want a jet ski.
So I thought long and hard, all of like 5 minutes.
That's how long it lasts.
Fuck you.
Get some horny goat weed, bud.
Yeah. 5 minutes is about as long as I can focus on a problem before I start frying my brains.
Overthinking it.
Yeah. No, I'm joking.
Anyway.
Anywho.
So many jokes. That was some of the best advice I got when I was a teenager.
What?
If you think of more than one joke, somebody's you say something and then
you think of
I think of more than one joke.
You just say so many jokes, not enough time.
Right. You just keep your mouth shut.
Yep. But no, I thought maybe a grand total of 5 minutes if I would buy a jet ski or a pontoon or what.
It'd be fun, but no, I don't need it. Same with a hot tub. I don't want a hot tub.
It'd be fun. You're absolutely right. It would be fun. But as a guy who would not be able to swim if it went down, it's a horrible fucking idea. I would much rather buy the lake house and just set up a chair on the shore.
Yeah.
Get my feet
have
a little
your own
wet,
little private beach.
Have my own little private beach and be happy.
Yeah. A lake house that's within driving distance.
Yes.
2.5 hours away.
Yes.
Yeah. That's all you need.
If I wanted to go out on the lake, get a little paddle boat, that would like
with a paddle boat with a trolling motor.
yes, yes. So I could paddle out like a good,
I think I'm tired. I think
200
I'll go
feet-
home now.
200 feet to the point where, like, if I really, really had to, I could probably swim back to the shore. But if I got too tired of rowing, I could just start up the little
Shit
mower.
happens.
Yeah. See, now because I called you out on never hearing you say any, like, fucking
I'm tired. I think I'll go home now.
Forrest Gump quotes, now you're just going to do it.
All the time.
All of them.
Obviously. Lieutenant Dan said didn't have to worry about money no more. I said that's good. And that's what it would be like winning the lottery. They're coming into some money. See how I tied that in?
Money won is a hell of a lot sweeter than money earned.
No, that's dodgeball.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. We're going off on 50-1. Anybody? Yar.
Gar.
No, coming into money.
Peter.
Coming into money after you have worked for a living to pay all your bills is way better than coming up in money.
Correct.
Yes. Or coming into money all of a sudden. Mm-hmm. Just in general. If I had some rich uncle that'll kick the bucket, sitting on a pile like Warren Buffett.
What?
Buy me a boat.
Oh.
It's a country song from
Yeah, no.
10, 15 years ago.
Never heard of it.
I know you have. Copyright and what? I'll play it after.
All right, you can.
That
play
could
it
be
after.
an open mic song.
You can play it afterwards, but I probably have never heard it.
Now, obviously, the lottery is selling a dream of having all this money all at once,
Yes.
and it's a great dream. But the odds are astronomical, and that's they're not. That's the thing. Me and you. We're never going to win the lottery. We're going to have to fucking sell. We're going to have to whore our bodies out to make our money. And then destroy our bodies more, working on our houses and doing those little fucking perpetual projects until the day we retire. And then some.
Yeah, but I like the perpetual projects.
And they get old.
Yes and no.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get old. Trust me, from a guy who's done.
Redid your entire house.
From a guy who redid all his house, it does get old and monotonous, but it's still fun.
Do you like, what do you like about it? You like the satisfaction when you're finished?
Yeah.
Are you one of those guys that stands back and goes, because my dad used to do that. He'd cut the grass and he'd go out front. No, it wasn't a big yard.
Yeah.
The house I grew up we didn't have anything
Yeah.
for a yard. You went to my parents' house. Yeah.
Yeah.
He would stand back and go, no.
Yeah.
Literally arms crossed. He'd stand there and nod his head, like a dad, and go, yeah, that looks good.
I showed your table bar like probably 5 times in the last 2 months
Really?
at work.
If I could get you a little hard.
Well, because one of the guys is working on a bag set and was talking about torching the wood.
Oh, no, I've done that.
And I'm like, oh, I've done that. And he goes, how did it turn out? And I'm like, here, let me show you a picture.
I'll show you pictures.
And then
I use it. Yeah, I get to enjoy Club Rick about once a week.
yeah. So
That's where I sit, at the bar.
right, I totally do just stand back and go, yeah, I did good.
Cross the arms and go, and do the little head nod and go, all right. And then have a beer
Yep.
and sit there and enjoy it.
Yep.
Yep. You
Like
are
looking
fucking-
past you to your beer can shelves.
You're a Midwestern dad, just like
Yeah.
my dad.
Yeah, look at those shelves. Yeah.
And then you also, if there's a tornado warning, you also go stand out in the front yard and go, I don't know, the sky's kind of green.
No, the last big tornado one that I was home for, Liz and the kids came down, and we actually got the kids to lay down and kind of fall asleep on the air mattress down here.
Oh, yeah.
And
And then the one before that, we were here playing euchre.
correct.
Yeah.
But
So two tornadoes ago.
two tornadoes ago.
And then we
played
didn't get
Euchres.
shit. We didn't get any rain
Yeah, no.
when we were down here.
The last one, when the wife and kids fell asleep on the kids fell asleep on the air mattress. I came in here, and I drink by myself
Attaboy.
instead of going out. I think I
Was I at work?
I think so.
I think I was at work.
You were there at work.
Well, I
Either
would
at
have been
work
here.
or you were at your house, and you're just like, no,
fuck
it's already
that.
raining. I'm not coming out.
Nah.
Right? Maybe you.
Do I really sound like that?
Nah.
Do I make that noise? I don't think I make that noise. I don't think that's your dad.
That is true.
Me and you have the same impression of your dad.
What you doing?
Yeah, there's that. And
We actually got talking about my dad the other day at work.
For the record, I love your dad.
Oh yeah, I love my dad too. But
He's progressively becoming a grumpier old man.
yes. Which
No
is,
argument. Just
which is
yes.
surprising because he was already grumpy.
It's gotten worse.
Yeah, no, we were talking about him at work and how
I'm not gonna come over if it's cold. Friend, I got it taken care of. Okay, it's not gonna be cold, and I'm cooking you food, and you can drink my beer. Just fucking come over. Get the fuck out of the house. Anyway, I digress.
I was at work and someone was like, "Well, you're not as bad as your dad yet."
Yet.
Like, well, yeah, not yet. But what are you talking about with not being as bad as dad? I'm not as angry as my dad was on shift. And he goes, yeah, not as angry as on shift. And you haven't smacked anybody's hands in the back of the ambulance. And I'm like, oh, yeah.
I do think about that sometimes at work because I have my new guy.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes he's trying to fuck with something and I get impatient. I don't smack his hand, for the record. I get in there and go, no, you gotta, no, you're not quite, you're close.
Just let me do it.
And it kind of ends up, it turns into that.
Yeah. No, Fred would smack people's hands. Mostly because it's not so much that they didn't know what they were doing.
He could just do it faster.
We will never know because he would mumble and point.
Oh, no, he does. Yeah, well, he does that.
Like, give me that. No, not that. Just get out of my way. Slap.
So we
no, not that. Slap.
Last couple of years, we've been dragging him back to my parents for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have fuck else to do. We get him out of the house. He goes and spends Christmas with my family. I think it's fun. I don't know if he has fun, but we take him along anyway.
I think so.
But it's, I drive because it's wintertime. I take the pickup truck. Anna's in the front seat, and we get to bullshit and everything. And your dad's in the back seat with his fucking iPad and his headphones. And every once in a while, I've only heard him snore a couple times. The X amount of trips we've taken, a couple times. But sometimes he'll say something in the back seat. And you know how I turn the stereo, I mute the stereo and go, what? So then his ass has to fucking talk louder.
Yeah.
It's the same way when we're in Club Rick. The fuck did you just say?
I'm no better.
He's the worst when he's driving because he has loud vehicles.
Yes.
He has the Jeep that it's a soft top, and it's got big tires. It's loud as fuck. And he's got the big truck that's loud as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
I can't fucking... What?
Yeah, I don't even say what.
I do.
Like here at home, if I'm like doing the dishes and the music's going and the kids are screaming and Liz is trying to talk to me from like a room away. Like
I will literally even to Anna, I will say I cannot hear you.
She's not like mumbling or anything. She's like trying to talk. I just can't hear her.
I can't hear you.
And so I'll just I don't do that right away. I probably should lead with that from now on.
It's the easiest way to get over the hump.
But for me,
instead of just nodding, going, "Oh, okay."
No, I don't. I don't.
I can't hear you. What the fuck are you saying?
But see, I don't just nod and go, oh, all right, yeah.
That's good.
I just go,
Huh? What?
Yeah.
Huh?
You got to come in the same room. You got to talk louder. Oh, okay.
And what's really killing me right now is because I have 2 toddlers and a dog.
Your house is loud as
I
fuck,
don't.
bud.
I don't know sometimes if she's talking to me or the dog or the toddlers, and so sometimes I go, huh? Talking to the dog. Okay,
Daisy. I love you.
Daisy, I love you, but damn,
God damn, with your fat fucking fluffy ass.
she's all fluff. She's not.
What?
She's a hefty girl.
She's a husky, but she is quite husky.
So speaking of Daisy,
I fucking love Daisy. She kicked me right in the dick today when I walked in the house.
of course,
That's what she does.
almost like I've trained her.
Oh, I'm so excited to see you smack right in the testicle.
Yeah.
One of them. Not she doesn't usually get both. It's
Left or right?
one. Usually it's the right one.
Okay.
Because I guess I kind of just naturally block, and then just the one is exposed.
So I was talking to one of my coworkers about our
Your
dogs.
dog kicking you in the
Well, no,
in the
just
dick?
our dogs, right? We're just swapping stories about dogs, and I called Daisy, by her name, and after I get done with my story, he just goes, "Your dog's named Daisy?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "That makes a lot of sense," because I was really confused on how you knew my dog's name.
His
I'm like,
dog's
your dad,
name's
yeah. I'm
Daisy,
like, your
too?
dog's name's Daisy too. And he goes, "Yeah, shit you not, right? This is like
Humans aren't really named. That's the progression of dog names. Like if when we get a dog, I'm gonna name it like Reginald or some shit.
Yeah.
Because the dog names, they progress from human names, and then human names get out of
favor,
yeah
and then
favor whatever
then
you
it's something fluffy,
right, and then they go back
spot.
to and then there's Daisy, I don't know, Betty,
Spot,
Yeah.
Daisy,
yeah, the retired human names,
Lily, all that stuff.
yeah,
yeah.
they turn into dog names.
Get over here, Gertrude.
I would sure if
Gertie, Gertie.
if I see a dog that needs the name Gertrude, like an old fucking girl dog, I will name the shit. I will definitely call it Gertrude.
So I should, so after we have this conversation,
Because sometimes like you get a dog and you just look at it and go, that's the fucking name.
oh yeah, that's what we did with Daisy,
Yeah.
right? With the black and white, we kind of went. She kind of looks like a cow. What's a good cow name? Daisy. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, all right.
All right. That's what we're calling her.
Daisy.
But so I'm working with this guy whose dog is also named Daisy, and we get a call. A sweet little, like 96-year-old lady.
Is her name Daisy?
No, but she had a little.
Is
ankle.
it Gertrude?
No,
Damn.
I can't tell you her name. That'd be breach of laws.
I
And
know.
all that shit. But I
Well,
can tell you
why-
her dog's name.
What's the dog's name?
Daisy. so we're loading her this it's sweet little dog, like just
What kind of dog is it?
it was a little ankle biter. Maybe like a Shih Tzu poodle mix. Like
Oh, it was a fluffy fucker?
not quite fluffy. It could have been probably recently groomed.
Oh, dude, I had a friend back in the day. He was still living at home when I was hanging out with him, and his mom had a mini golden doodle. Oh my God, that thing was adorable. It was like a $1,300 dog back in the day, but it was the sweetest fucking dog. If they didn't cut its hair, it had a mop. And how do you see?
Yeah.
How do you see?
But yeah, we're loading this
The
patient
dog had
up.
fucking curly bangs.
Yeah. We're loading the patient up on our stretcher. She was fine. She called us for like precautionary stuff.
I've fallen and can't get up.
Not even that,
Damn.
right? But as we're loading her up, like my legit concern was before we could stop this dog, which wasn't too big of a concern because its dog was like 5 pounds, right? But the dog would like stand up.
You
on
live
its,
in an affluent enough area, you don't have to worry about like Rottweilers and pit bulls and shit biting your dick off.
correct, not
Yeah.
usually.
No, it's schnauzers,
Yeah, yeah. This little
mini golden doodles.
this little dog just stands on its hind legs like it's about ready to jump onto the stretcher and like sit on the lap of the owner. And I'm like, okay, I'm talking to the patient. I'm like, your dog's friendly? Yeah. I'm like, does she or he like to be picked up? And she's like, oh, yeah, she loves that. I'm like, okay.
Because my dad's dog.
Well, but I'm like, because while, we have like 7 people in this apartment, I'm like, I don't need to be right here. I'm going to take the dog and get out of the way while they strap you in and all that stuff. So what's the dog's name? And I'm going to pick it up and, just hold it. And as I'm scooping this dog up, she's like, oh, that's Daisy.
What?
And as I'm like, really? And I look up and I make eye contact with the coworker whose dog is also named Daisy. And we're like, oh,
That's a good dog name.
that's a great dog name.
Apparently, that's a great dog name.
Yes.
My parents' new dog, Junie. She's a goddamn sweetheart. I fucking love Junie. Big fan.
Big sweetie.
Anyway.
Good job pooping. I shouted that at a dog.
Way to poop, bud.
Yeah. I think we were coming back from a call in the engine. Good job pooping.
I say that to you.
You're right. Well, I said that referencing a dog, and like half a block later, there's another dog pooping. And I'm like, hey, that dog's pooping too. And we get another half block, and my officer goes, and look, he's pooping. And I look.
It's a homeless guy?
No.
Damn it.
Close. It's this like 90-year-old walking down the sidewalk with his walker.
Oh, God. He could be.
Good job pooping.
This has been another episode of the Buzz Basement Bros podcast. Find us on Twitter, Instagram. Email us at buzzbasementbrospodcast@gmail.com. My name is Aaron.
And I'm Andrew.
And we out.
It'll smell like stale piss.
I don't know which is worse.